All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PreMarket Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today?
Good morning, Carlos. I am doing good. How's your day going?
Good, man. Can't complain. Day's going good. Everything is great.
How was the onboarding class last night? How'd that all go?
It was actually very good, man. I think I talked too much. We went an hour and a half. It's a lot of fun answering questions, and we had a great time. It was nice. It was nice.
Good.
But yeah, we enjoyed it, and people did not leave the room. So I was watching the number of guests in there. The minute I would have started dropping, I would have cut it. But they stuck around, so I kept talking, and it was a lot of fun. So
Well,
yeah,
that's always good.
how about
Excellent.
yourself?
I mean, I'm doing great for a Tuesday morning. Looking forward to some trading today. So yesterday
Absolutely,
was not a
friends.
great day for trading. I found didn't find a lot of trading opportunities. I found the markets to be a little, I don't know, a little choppy, not conducive to my strategy. So I'm hoping today is going to be a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah. Let's hope so. Hopefully, things are a little bit nicer this morning. So, let's take a look at the economic calendar. What's coming up for today? It looks very light this morning.
Yeah, there's not a lot happening. It's I have the time wrong on one thing. I can see right there. Um, I thought I changed that. So we only have two things. Kashkari is speaking. That's actually at 11:30 a.m., not 12:50 is listed there. And for whatever reason, that 11:30 does not want to change. There we go. Let's see if that changes. And then the consumer credit number does come out at 3. Neither of those are big market impacts. So pretty quiet on the economic calendar front. I did take a look earlier at the global futures markets, and pretty quiet as well. A little bit of green, a little bit of red. Sort of a normal mixed day. So not a lot happening out there, which means we need to turn our attention to earnings, because that's what's making the market move. We do have a number of earnings that happened after the close yesterday, and then a bunch more this morning. So we'll talk about those as they jump up on our list, and then cover a few others that don't make it.
Yeah, yep. Sounds good to me, man. Let's go right into it, guys. Quick look at our gappers list this morning. Getting a little bit smaller, not a whole lot today. A couple in the green, just 4. Some that we're very familiar with. We've seen these actually quite a bit on our list lately. And then we got a PLTR. PLTR is down 11.5 now. Again, man, there's just getting killed here. And the numbers were not that bad. We'll get into that. But what I heard, it wasn't that bad. So I don't know what's going on there. D-Dog, Disney, some really good ones on here that we would love to see how those are doing this morning. So gapping down slightly. Control A, Control X over on our Dash Trader Pros watch list is going to remove that. So it's going to clean that up. And let's take a look here at the first one on our list is HIMS coming up to our list again today. Wait, I thought they were in play yesterday, but they're in play today again. Yeah.
And I'm surprised that they are here. But here they are, top of the list. So, okay, maybe this is going to be a new in-play stock. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but who knows? I mean, things move in and out of fashion, I guess, in and out of active use. So maybe HIMS is going to be a player. They did have earnings after the close yesterday, which is why they were in play yesterday before that earnings. And they had a good quarter. In fact, they had a great quarter, Q1 of this year, and they forecasted an even better Q2. So the market always likes it when you forecast higher, and that's what they're sort of riding on. You can see the big jump right after the close yesterday, and they even trended a little higher in the early hours. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be in play. I don't want to get too excited. I mean, it's only 600,000 shares. So, but that's a lot more than I would have expected, especially being a NYSE stock. So I don't know. I think I got to at least put it on a secondary and see what happens with it. I would not have thought to suggested it, but here it is. So you know what? We look at what comes, right?
Yeah. I think a secondary might be worth the while today here. 618,000 shares traded, up 13%. We'll put it on our secondary list there. Next one on the list is JMIA. So JMIA this morning, we're up 9.7. Pre-market looks brutal though. This does not look clean at all. I don't like what I'm seeing here so far. Daily does look good. Possible breakout continuation here if we can get to 7. But I'm not liking the pre-market at all on this one. So I might skip on it. Peter, your thoughts on it? Anything driving it today?
I don't know. I mean, this is earnings. They had it always confuses me. The name is Jumia Technologies. They're listed as an internet retail stock out of Germany. So I don't really know a lot about them as a company, other than they did have their earnings early this morning. Not one of the ones that I was really watching, frankly, but they did have their earnings. It looks like they beat on revenue, and I don't see their bottom line earnings per share, but I assume that was a beat as well, because they are gapping up as they are. So yeah, it doesn't look great though. I'm not sure what to do with this one, to be honest.
Yeah. As you can see here, guys, I'm gonna leave that one off the list at the moment. Don't like the way that looks. So let's take a look at the next one. It's going to be UBS. So UBS today, we are up 8.9, 231,000 shares traded. I know they got some stuff happening where they're buying Credit Suisse, right? I think it is. Or they're in talks of it. I haven't read the whole thing on it, but they're in talks of doing something there. But they're gapping up again, 8.8 this morning, Peter. So looking good this morning.
Yeah, so they well, this is actually their first quarterly earnings report after having bought Credit Suisse. So that's already happened. And a little bit of a surprise earnings, because usually after an acquisition, you get all the integration costs, and it's a little harder to sort of hit your numbers. But it looks like they've done a decent job, and they did what they said they were going to do, which the market always likes. So not a really stunning quarter, frankly, but hey, it was good. And they're moving up a little bit. Now this is dual traded. It is NYSE traded in North America, which means that, like you see on the daily, right, you can see all these gaps that happen in really small price action, very typical of these dual traded stocks, because a lot of the price action will happen on a different market. UBS is one of those in that category. So this gap up is following the movement that's happened on the European markets, and I don't expect it to be too much in play, frankly. If you like banks, then maybe you watch a North American bank. Again, only because the price action tends to be a little bit better, especially if you're a pattern trader. So,
Yeah.
good earnings on UBS, but probably not your best target for intraday trading.
Yeah. I'll leave that one alone. Usually does not trade very well. Here's Rivian. You know what I saw this morning? I was at Newark Airport, and this
Oh,
morning I saw a Cybertruck. Nice big old truck sitting there, all black. I gotta say, man, it looks very, very interesting.
a
So
black
yeah,
Cybertruck? I thought they only
all
came in
black.
silver.
No, I think they probably do some matted stuff on it, right? It probably was modified, but it was all black.
Okay.
And man, it looks interesting. I'm not gonna say I'll get one or something like that, right? But it does look very interesting. So,
Okay.
Rivian doing
You
awesome
were.
today. Yeah,
Can I ask, what were you doing at the airport? You're doing your Uber shift
yeah. I
before
started
this?
my Uber shift, and then from there I went over to the Airbnb to drop them off, and it was a lot of fun, man. No, I was dropping somebody off early this morning for a flight, but yeah. So as we're pulling up to the parking lot, we see this black thing from Philadelphia, the license plate. So I don't know, they're hanging out over here.
Oh,
Looks like, but yeah, I took a picture of us. I'll show it to you guys later. Uh, looks interesting, man. I'm not gonna say it looks weird. It looks very, very interesting. Um,
right.
but yeah. This morning, guys, Rivian at 8.1, 3.9 million shares traded, man. This is rocking today. So, earnings this morning looks like, or was it last
No,
night?
actually, not in this case. I
Wow.
don't think so. Anyways, did they have earnings? They weren't on my targeted earnings list. So really, the news that I was following on them this morning is, if you remember, that Apple dropped their autonomous car program, and it looks like they are in a spending mood. So they've already announced $110 billion of cash buybacks. They're looking to spend money on themselves, but they're also looking potentially to invest in Rivian. Now, was
Wow.
reported by DigiTimes, so it's not an official announcement from either company. So we have to keep that in mind. There could be there could be denial of this partnership. There could be confirmation from one or both companies. So just know that, anyways, the rumor is that Rivian is going to be partnering with Apple, and of course, when you're the smaller company, you get the big benefit from that. Apple's not going to move on this news, but Rivian sure as heck is, because they're the ones that are going to get the cash influx. And having a partner like Apple is always a good thing. So anyway,
Yeah.
so yes, Rivian looks like it's probably going to be in play today. Again, this is going to be news driven, so you got to be prepared, right? This could move rapidly in either direction depending what the news is. Confirmation of rumor shoots up. Denial, it's going to drop. So just be careful if you're trading this one. It's going to be very susceptible to, again, that news if and when it happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I do like this one, man. I'm gonna add this one to my list. Rivian this morning. Volume is great, up 7.9. I mean, that is exactly what we want to see here. So on the list for now, let's head over to what else is. Oh, that's it for a gap up list. Gapping down, we got a couple of more. D-Dog. We'll see what's happening with D-Dog this morning. We see this one, Peter, what, 4 times a year.
Yep, that's
Today
it.
they're down 12.3, a million shares traded. I mean, all the numbers look great. They don't intraday trade very well, and you can see here on the daily how choppy it is. Look at every day overlapping the previous day, and just a lot of sideways action, not clean at all. But I gotta say, man, I'm curious about this 11.4, 1 million shares traded so far. So what we have on it?
Their earnings were this morning, so that was an early morning earnings announcement that came out, and they had a good quarter. So they did good in this past quarter. However, they came out also with their guidance, and as you could guess, their guidance was not what the analysts were expecting. So because of that, with a lowered forward-looking guidance, again, at least compared to what the analysts were anticipating, it's taking the stock down, and you can see because. It fell down pretty heavily. So, I mean, that's really all the news that we've got. Datadog, like you said, 4 times a year. This is one of them. I don't know. I mean, this is back in the norm days, as I think of them, anyways. When we used to watch Datadog, because I know that he traded at pre-market. I think at least a couple of times. I remember him doing that, but it has not moved well for a while. So. I have a lot of skepticism as to whether this is going to provide us trading opportunities.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I gotta say, I do like the numbers. I think it belongs here next to him, so we'll put it next to him's here.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
put D
right.
Dog right on there, and we'll come back to it. I mean, who knows? Today could be their day. Pre-market action is showing that we do have some volume here. All right, let's take a look at Billy. So Billy is up next year, and Billy this morning again down 6%. Still not getting a great volume. I mean, this thing's been moving all over the place. Look at the day it had a few days ago, 3 trading days ago. Nice pop over from this was Friday, right? Was this Friday or Thursday? Last week, Thursday looks like.
Thursday.
Um, and then another drop, very gappy up and down. But yeah, I don't know about this one, man. So what's your thoughts on it? Anything driving the gap down? Let's start there.
I don't know. I mean, we got currency movement in the region. If you've been following currency, the Japanese yen's been having some weird times. But the Hong Kong market, I did mention this last week, has really seen a lot of growth. So there's been a lot of stocks that are dual traded, like Billy, on the Hong Kong market, that have just seen growth because of that, that market's general bullishness. But I don't know. I don't see any specific news to the company. So maybe this is
Yeah.
just it looks like you said, Carlos, big move up. This is just sort of I guess in this case it's a fourth day play, but this is really just a giving back some of that, gain that it got on that gap. So
Yeah. Excellent. I see here. I'm gonna put that over to my actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna add it to a secondary. I mean, I like the move, the gap down 6.1, but I don't think it's worth adding it yet. I think there'll be better stuff to look at. And we haven't even touched our usual suspects yet this morning, and we will be looking at that in a second. One that has been trading very nice is Disney. Disney here, guys, down 5.7, 2 million shares traded, obviously on earnings this morning. This is definitely worth watching. The high this morning, 119. Now we're down to 109 and dropping here, Peter. things not going well for the Disney ticker today.
Well, they sort of have a mixed picture. They actually missed on top line revenue, beat on bottom line earnings. Oh my God, I'm getting still not over this cold, and it's moving into my head here.
Oh man.
They did actually increase their guidance, which surprises me that they're gapping down like this, because usually guidance, a guidance for the next quarter is a good thing and causes them to gap up. But um, there is the analysts seem to be a little disappointed in the profits, specifically from their streaming services. The while the streaming services actually delivered over forecast, for the last quarter. Everybody always has these inflated expectations as to what they're going to do. I don't, the company says this is what we can do, and the analyst said, no, we want more. It seems to be one of those situations here. So I don't know. I'm a little confused, I guess, as to exactly what is the expectation is for Disney. So it's I mean, things look okay.
Yeah.
There was a talk potentially of some mergers in the space, and Disney's name was mentioned, although they never confirmed nor denied, frankly, those rumors. But I don't think Disney's going to merge with anybody. They're too proudly independent to do that. They typically have not gone that route in the past with other business, ventures. So I don't know. If you guys know, by the way, let me know, because I'd love to understand Disney a little bit better. It's one that, like, some people watch it. Mike in the room likes to watch Disney a lot. I just find it confusing most days, and this, more than most. So,
Yeah, I actually like Disney. I think when it is in play, it
okay.
can move very well. So yeah, I'm gonna add it to our list here. But yeah, you're right. On most days, it's not it can be very very tricky to trade. All right, Disney on deck today, guys. Tons of volume, dropping some more, making a new low. So that's making it very very interesting, man. This thing is bloodbath. Oh, the daily looks very nice too. We're getting to this area of support where we had a huge gap up. Man, we're giving a lot back this morning so far. So let's see what happens when we get to this area. I'm going to mark this down. So we'll be looking at it this morning. It's around, we got a level at 107. So we'll just mark that there and one over at a 105. So let's see what happens. All right, over on our gap down, going back over there, CELH. Celsius holding. We've seen this plenty of times on our list. Looks like maybe some action this morning at 6, but for the most part, I always dismiss it. It seems like it trades pretty poorly, and also the volume is not great. Part of the reason why it usually is not on my list. Peter, anything good happening today worth watching on this?
Well, it was earnings. They missed their sales number. So, and this is I don't know, what do they make? A beverage? They're a beverage company,
I don't even know.
non-alcoholic
Yeah.
beverage company. I can't think of the Celsius drink. I guess Jeff B. Yes, this is an energy drink. Do you know it? I'm probably not up on my energy drinks, so I don't know them. But anyways, apparently people aren't buying enough of them. So go out there and buy yourself some Celsius or whatever their actual drink is called, because they're. Oh, there you go.
There
Look
it
at
is.
that, Carlos.
If I have the right one, it looks refreshing. I did a good
Look,
job with the
look,
little bubbles. Yeah,
look.
looks good.
Yeah, there you go. It
Um,
looks refreshing. I have never. It doesn't look familiar. I don't think I've ever seen it in the stores, but I'm not in a lot of convenience stores these days to buy it. So,
yeah.
all right.
I think my,
Well,
my wife might have picked some of these up a while back. I gotta ask her if the
really,
same one, but I don't remember.
it's probably not. It's probably not selling well in the U.S. because it needs to be called Fahrenheit. You guys don't have an idea
Yeah,
what
yeah. The
Celsius.
bottle looks. Yeah, I don't remember the name. The bottle looks familiar, but not the name. So I might be mistaken it there. All right,
Okay.
excellent. I don't know. Fence on this. I mean, secondary. What do we do here? Put in a secondary for now. Let's come back to just because they have a nice, refreshing look on their website. So we'll put in the secondary list for now, but most likely not going to trade all that well. All right, let's look at more.
People seem to know it, by the way. Look at how many people, Katie and Chris,
Yeah.
and they all know it. So,
Yeah, it
all
gives
right.
you a boost of energy for about 4 to 5 hours.
Kevin
So
drinks them. All right. Okay. I
okay, nice.
all right. I guess Carlos, we need to go out
We
and
need
buy
to get
some
on the
stuff.
ball, man. We need to get on the
All
ball
right.
here. All right.
Maybe there you go.
Oop.
I'll have to get myself a can for tomorrow morning, and we can do a live taste test.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll see. See if it's
that
worth
that
it.
sounds awesome.
See
I
if I can
like the
find it.
idea. I like
All
the
right.
idea. All right, let's take a look here. So we have Neo and XPEP also on here. Let's see if there's anything actually good happening because they're always on our list, always with volume. Look at Neo, 1.9 million volume. It's just such a waste of shares being traded because it trades like garbage, right? So it's a shame. It really
It's
is,
so
man. That's
weird.
waste of shares for us day traders, but it is what. Look at this 5 minute from yesterday before. It's just so bad. So it's unfortunate. So I'm not a big fan, guys. At the moment barcode situation here. Nothing really happening. I don't even see where these 2 million shares are at. So we'll skip it. Over the last couple of days, so they've been climbing out of that 380 right into 5 6. I think once Neil can get back maybe to like 20, maybe we can start seeing some good trading again. I'm not sure, but nevertheless, I don't like it, Peter. Anything good or different on XPEV and Neo other than what we discussed just yesterday, right? Kind of the same thing happening here today.
Well, all right. So in there is some news in the space. Neo actually has a deal with BYD. BYD is the largest EV manufacturer out of China, and not one that we trade. It is traded. They have a weird ticker symbol. I always forget what it is. It's like, I don't know. It's like BYDD something. Anyways, I think it's out there, but they trade like almost no volume. But anyways, BYD is the largest EV auto manufacturer, so a partnership with them is generally good, I think, but also means that you could be taking a back seat. So Neo's got a partnership with them, and Neo's been one of the ones that have been talking about this battery swap system. So a partnership is not a bad thing if they really want to be serious about this battery swap that they're looking to do, which would replace your charging, right? You just drive into this service bay, I guess, and it would like drop your
Mm-hmm.
battery at the bottom and plug you in a new one, and off you go. Is it BYDDF? Is that it? Yeah, okay. I knew it was like a weird ticker
BYDDF.
symbol out there.
This one here. The
That's what Manfred's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
sounds right. I know it was something weird like that. That it trades. Yeah, there you go. BYDDF. But it doesn't seem to trade any volume. I've never figured out why that one trades nothing when it's one of the largest manufacturers. But anyways, there you go.
Yep.
So there is some news as they are trying to move forward on this technology, which would change the game a little bit if you actually get the battery swap technology. At least for people like me who keep saying it's still not fast enough to charge my car and not convenient enough. If you had active battery swap, where even if I had to drive out of my way, but it would only take a minute as opposed to 45 minutes or something to get a full charge, then I might be in for it. But anyways, so that's some news. The only other news that I have out of the sector, there was earnings on one that's not on our list, on Lucid.
Oh,
Um,
how did that not come up on our list?
yeah, I
Let's
don't
see
think
here.
just
Oh, what's the
LCI.
ticker? LCI. Yeah, I'm
LCI.
actually spelling the whole name here. Um,
Now,
that's
as you
weird.
can
Should have been
see,
here.
it's not one that that typically is pretty to
Just two
trade. It's
dollars.
it's low price. It looks barcode-ish, right?
Yeah.
Which means you got the computers trading against each other. It's not looking that happy. But they did have earnings. They've got a little bit of volume this morning, and they missed their numbers. So not a good quarter for Lucid. Had a tough quarter and are gapping down as a result. And I'm guessing that's partially to contribute to why we're seeing some of the others on the list.
Mm.
You noticed on the list, I think you saw XPEV and a couple of others on the list, because there's no other real news out of the sector that I've run across. But we keep waiting. I keep waiting for this sector to really sort of hit again with the volume and all the excitement. But that day may be over. Maybe it's everybody's bored with your electric cars. They're all moving on, right? We want our robots.
Well, yeah, and you know what?
Robot
I always say I know what I heard because I'm always listening to the radios on 24/7 with some market news. But some governments are removing back their tax credit. So now, and the reason they're doing this is so funny. The reason they're doing it is because they're losing out on tax from fuel. So that income that comes in from fuel tax, right, from combustion engines, that's dropping down. So now they're removing some of the EV taxes to kind of offset that. So government's got to get their money, man. It's always comes down to that. but there you go. So that's gonna hurt a lot because I know some people, some of my friends have Tesla. The credit was like 7,500 down
yeah.
in Miami, right? It's a big chunk that you take off of that. So yeah, we'll
Well,
see how that goes.
And that's just probably the federal credit. I know that you've got a federal and state model in the U.S. there, which means that you can also get
Yeah.
additional state
Well,
credits depending on where you buy it and
our
stuff.
good friends
So
down in Florida don't get state tax, right? So they're doing something right, opposed to New York and New Jersey. It's a whole different story. So, all right, excellent, friends. That is our gap. Oh, we cannot forget our good buddy Baba, which has been making some noise over the last couple of days. They're down today, 2.2, 452,000 shares traded. It's okay, possible for now. I think it's kind of moving down with everything else, really, at this point. So we'll see. Put in a possible, and we'll see how that plays out. Couple of minutes into the market open. All right, that covers our gap up and gap down. And then Peter, I'm not sure if you had anything else on your list. Before
well,
I
I got a
forget,
ton here.
Mhm.
Did we even talk PLTR? Did
we did.
I
I
miss
believe
that?
we did.
All right. Well,
Or
let's
let's do
start
it
there
again.
then.
Yeah.
PLTR was the big one. We were looking for earnings after the close. I know, as happened in the last couple of weeks, um, uh, Paris jumped in the post market with Jared. They were looking at PLTR. I don't think it went well for them in trading it. But PLTR sort of got a drop right off of earnings. Mixed picture. They beat on revenue. They sort of met their bottom line numbers. So it wasn't a bad quarter, but wasn't all that people had hoped for. And we saw PLTR drop a little bit as a result. So yeah, that was probably the biggest one we were looking at. After hours, though, there was a couple of other earnings. Vertex, VRTX, which we used to see on the list a little more often. VRTX had earnings. Anyways, they beat their numbers, had a decent quarter. TDC.
TDC. Okay.
TDC, the Teradata. It's a smaller company, but Teradata, I always look to them in, anyways, I guess I know them from my corporate days. Oh, take a drink. But they actually had a good quarter, but are gapping down. So Teradata had positive earnings after the close and dropped. And the biggest of the ones after hours that doesn't trade well is Goodyear Tire, GT. Goodyear
GT.
Tire is one we never talk about because they just don't typically trade much volume at all. But they actually missed their numbers, so not as many tires being bought in the last quarter. So down earnings for them. All right, and then for this morning, we talked about Disney. Another car company that had earnings though was Nikola. I should have probably mentioned it when we were talking EVs a minute ago, but forgot about them. They're frankly, I don't know. They almost don't matter. Frankly, their biggest claim to fame was their fake ad. Remember when they turned the camera sideways and pushed a car downhill and made it look like it was driving uphill before they'd actually developed any engine technology? But
Yeah, yeah.
anyways, but they have investment from, I think it was GM and a couple others. But anyways, in this quarter, they missed on their revenue quite badly, actually. Their revenue, there must be some adjustment that going, because compared to forecast, they only had half the revenue that was forecasted, but they met their bottom line. So I don't know how they did that when they only had half the revenue. But anyways, but as you can see, they're one of the weird ones that it feels like nobody cares, but somehow have traded 6 million shares. I don't even know how that happened. I mean, you certainly can't really see it on the chart. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Nikola's always a weird one that I just, skip over. So,
Yeah, and it's so low too, right? It's 60 cents on
yeah,
here.
it's 60
Yeah,
cents. Like
yeah.
it's not. Anyways, just for fun, the last two I'll mention are BP. BP missed their numbers. A little surprising. I expected BP to do fairly well in the quarter with oil prices being, where they were, but no, they missed their quarter. Dual traded stock here, by the way, not a lot of volume. And last but not least, again, just because it's fun and it's another one of these, put it in Peter's pile of I can't believe they're still an independent company. Good old Crocs, CROX.
Crocs. Yeah.
Once again had their earnings and beat their numbers again. So, Crocs basically just beat their numbers, but it's I guess when you make the plastic shoe that everybody loves, you can stay independent.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that nobody's bought them up yet. But anyways, there you go. That's what I had for earnings. So.
All right.
Let's see
Uh,
what you guys have.
Excellent, friends. Let's jump into the chat here and see what you guys like this morning. We'll start with our chat here. Philip from Belgium. So welcome, Tesla. Let's take a look at a good our buddy Tesla here. So Tesla right now, 1.7 million shares traded. So that you have, it got a little bit of volume today. Good movement. Down 1.8, was down even lower. Yeah, I like Tesla. Tesla's always fun to watch, right? And today I got my signal very early this morning as I ran into this Cybertruck at the airport. Definitely going to be watching this one today, man. This is
Oh,
good
there you
luck.
go.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
telling you, it's pretty
Anything
sharp.
black.
Looks really good in
Okay.
all black like that. I don't like the gray,
Okay.
but this black looks really, really nice. So yeah,
Yeah.
I could see me and you rolling around that, Peter.
That's,
Uh, crossing the
that's
border.
very RoboCop-ish. I don't know why it makes me think of that, but all
It
right.
is. It is. Not bad,
Okay.
man. That's the second one I see. This was the closest, the one I've been the closest to, but I've seen a few here. I saw one in the mall too. They're starting to come around, it looks like. All right, let's take a look here. So Tesla's good. That's going to be on the list there. Let's take a look at what else we have on our chat. We have Tesla. What else, friends? Amazon. Let's see Amazon here this morning, and we'll look at Apple for sure. So a lot of our usual suspects coming up on the list. Amazon today, we are 241,000 shares traded, not up a whole lot. Their daily does look great though. Is this their all-time highs here? It must be. So we're coming up against that. Looks like on our good old buddy Amazon. Yeah, I think this is worth watching for a possible breakout. Let me just confirm. Yeah, that is our all-time high. So Amazon looks good. Maybe more of a possible. I think we need a little bit more volume, which I think we'll get at the market open. It's pretty flat right now, but maybe a possible for now. If I don't have anything else that takes up my next spot here, we can always move that up. So Amazon is good. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple with their event today at 10 a.m. So that'll be during market hours. I'll be having that watching in the background, checking if Apple does anything good. But Apple right now up 1.1 and 2.3 million shares traded. And the key thing here is they're reviewing their iPad, but also talking about possibly AI technology, which that is where everybody wants to see what is Apple doing for AI. So good volume,
Yeah, and
man. 2.3.
it's
It's a
amazing
lot.
these companies, right? When they start sloshing money around. You were talking Amazon a second ago. Amazon, probably the biggest news out of Amazon today is that they've announced they're investing another 9 billion in
Mm,
their cloud infrastructure in Singapore.
nice.
And but yeah, AI. Everybody wants AI. Tell me more about what you're doing on AI, and is it going to kill us or save us? And is it going to destroy education or enhance it? And everybody seems to be trying to figure out what this thing is going to do. So I don't know. I mean, as long as we don't go full Cyberdyne Industries, then I guess I'm okay. Well, Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Look out.
Yeah. There you go.
The robots will
Uh,
rise. Yeah, there was an article I read. There was an article this morning where they defrocked an AI priest, I guess a Catholic priest, who they tried somewhere in the U.S. The church had put up an AI, and the AI
yeah.
started insisting it was an actual priest from Italy, and told one parishioner or who was asking it questions that it is okay to baptize your child in Gatorade. And that was enough for the church, the
I
Vatican, to
bet.
come out and say, you got to take that buddy down. He's out of control. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Still working out the problems in AI, I think, because maybe there was some back end sponsorship with Gatorade going on there. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see, man. That's interesting. Amazon on
Yeah,
here
it
next.
is
Yeah.
interesting. Who was asking the question that was the answer that AI would provide? That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that, but um, I don't.
Yeah.
That's yeah, fair point actually. Anyways,
Absolutely.
you know,
Um, Apple had a pop last night though. Was this on anything here, or it's just? I mean, it just went from 181 to 183 right before the market completely closed, right after hours. So that's interesting. But nevertheless, man, 2.4 cannot dismiss Apple today. Again, their event at 10 o'clock. We don't usually get a big movement, but if they mention AI, you will get a nice movement. Nobody cares about the iPad anymore. It's AI. What do you mention about your software that can be that can be game changing. So AI on the list for sure. I'm sorry, Apple on the list for sure. Hoping to hear some AI stuff. POTR, yeah, we got POTR. That's on the list. That's front and center. I mean, so good, guys, this morning. Down 11.5, 8.6 million shares traded. I mean, it's just massive volume and a nice gap down. We're going to be looking at this front and center today for sure. So yeah, on the list, we'll do levels for that. Let's go over to our YouTube chat, guys. Over on YouTube, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We love to get to our goal of 200 today. So definitely help us get there. It definitely means a lot to us here. So Michael giving us Peloton, and I think I saw someone in chat also mention Peloton. Tons of volume, 5.7 million shares traded. I know they were in talks with a hotel chain about putting them in their gym, so that could be good. That could be a big order. Anything else happening?
Yeah. Apparently, there's a private equity firm that is considering a buyout of Peloton. I mean, okay, I don't know if that's a good
Yeah.
idea, but hey, it's their money. This is an unsubstantiated rumor, though. It hasn't been confirmed by either organization. I mean, the Peloton's been, in turmoil, right? Their CEO quit a week or two ago. They, haven't had good earnings. They did have their earnings. I think it was last week. They're looking to refinance their debt, and Peloton has declined comment, anyways, on this article that some private equity firm is considering a buyout. However, apparently there's been a couple of private equity firms that have kicked the tires. I mean, the fact that nobody's jumped yet might tell you something, but I don't know. I mean, I guess if they think that there's value somewhere locked in the company, somebody might buy it out if they think they're getting enough of a discount to get a return on that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But that's what the jump is mostly about, right? The hope, the expectation that maybe there's a buyout in the offing.
And they've been trying to do this for years, man. Not the first time we heard it, and it fell apart. So let's see how long it lasts here. It's gonna be fun to watch. Entertainment purposes, I'm gonna add it on here. So Peloton, we'll see how far this goes here. But then they've been trying to get something going here for quite some time. They make great machines, but they're horrible at business. If somebody can come in that knows business, can actually do something good with this here. All right, let's head over to
well. They made the typical tech startup failure assumptions, right?
You talked about this
During the
before.
pandemic,
Yeah.
well, they had this great growth curve during the pandemic, and then they started to spend money as if that growth curve would just continue indefinitely, and that's led to all of their problems, frankly, in the last 3 years, in my opinion, sitting as an outsider. But like we've seen this pattern so many times, it felt very familiar. So yeah, I mean, they just. I mean, they were a pandemic play, right? Everybody was buying Peloton machines, and then of course, what happens, right? Life is getting more normal, and everybody's like, well, this is a very expensive coat rack, right? And I do not want to pay for the ongoing membership fees, and like what happens to most equipment. Why is it any different than the treadmill or the rowing machines or the everything that has come before? So.
Yeah, I agree. I have a treadmill at home. As you can see, I barely use it. I'd rather go to the gym sometimes. Get out. Here's 5 year 80 down 85% for the last 5 years, man. It's just massive drop.
Yeah.
Guys, this is from tradingterminal.com. You can always come in here and get information. So head right to tradingterminal.com. You click on the ticker, type that in. You can get an overview, financials, news. I mean, pretty clean. I love how clean the website is. Created by us for us, and you can use it as well. It is incredible. I love how clean this website is. All right, that covers us here. Let's head over to our community events and announcements. So much going on. We started our bootcamp meeting yesterday, so that's been fun. My first one is today. So looking forward to that. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's get over to bearbootraders.com where you can see what's always happening, and let's see what's taking place on this beautiful Tuesday evening.
Yeah, and we've, like you said, boot camp has started. So P Capital Boot Camp is underway. We have lots of going on. Not only the P Capital Boot Camp, but here at Bearable Traders, we have our live trading room. It happens every day. In fact, we'll trade live with you here on YouTube after we get ready for the open, and then we'll take you through the open. You'll get to see Andrew and Brian trade. But tonight, don't forget, we do have our strategy and trade book webinar series that happens every Tuesday night. Jason Chapman is going to be leading tonight's session, talking options. So, like I've been mentioning, options and futures are our focus for the next couple of weeks, because there's more and more people that are interested in trading those and are coming to the community with that in mind. So tonight we'll talk options, and he'll talk about his option strategies and how he has an earnings edge on them. That's at 8 o'clock in the webinar room. And then next week, Thor will take the focus to futures. So that's on Tuesday, May the 14th, once again, 8 o'clock. So put those in your calendar, and you'll be ready for them. Once again, if you're an elite member, don't forget you have these recorded, and you can watch the recording at any time. Always best to do it live so you can ask questions and be actively part of the conversation. But if you can't, or if you want to rewatch it, then check out the Education Center where these all get posted. All right, so that's what we've got going on. Like Carlos mentioned, tradingterminal.com is the place to go to get information on the markets, whether you want scanners, live trading data, replay mode. There's all sorts of things in there, let alone your news and your economic data. So check it out. Like Carlos said, nice, clean website made for traders. Everything's in there for you to use. So hopefully you will check it out. And if you want to join us, Carlos is logging in again. If you want to join us here at Bearable Traders, we have quite a number of membership options available for you, and we're always happy to see new people joining us, whether you use the intro offer, the basic or elite monthly packages, or of course the elite annual. They're all there, and pick the one that's right for you. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is it's a community made for traders, but we know that not all communities are for all people. So check it out, and we will not kill you with sales emails. If you want to join, then we're happy to have you, but we're not going to pester you into doing so, like you may experience elsewhere. So join. Know that when you provide your information, it's really just so we can understand who you are and make sure that we provide customized services to you, not so that we can sell you stuff every single day. So check it out. Hopefully we'll see you in the room sometime soon, because we trade live all day. All right, let's get to setting some levels and then get ready for that live trading I was just talking about.
Andrew will be trading live alongside Brian, so definitely don't miss that. Hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. I can't see the likes. I have way too many screens and none of them on the likes, so I'm not sure what they are, but hopefully you help us get to 200. That is our daily goal.
163 is what I see.
We're right there, guys. We're right there. How many people watching, Peter? How many people watching?
424.
Oh, okay. We can do it. We can definitely do it. So help us get there, friends. All right, levels, guys. What was that, Peter?
Nope, didn't say nothing.
Oh, I thought you said something. Okay.
Didn't say nothing, man.
Got you, man. All right, here we go. Rivian, let's take a look at that one. High of the pre-market. We're looking at 1126, so we'll slam one there. This thing is on fire, man. Up 8.1. 5.1 million shares traded, so we're rocking this morning. Towards the bottom of that, we do have a great level off the daily. It's going to be right around 10.91, so we'll slam one right there. And then below that, highs and lows for the last two trading days. Above the pre-market highs on the daily, we're looking around 11.88. Got a couple of days slamming into that, and then over here at 12.76, a good area as well. Look how clean this daily level is here. This 10.86. Gotta love this. Look how many touches we have on there, and there's no no surprise in the pre-market. That is where you're finding a lot of support, so definitely want to have that level on there between the highs and lows of the last two trading days. Yeah, numbers are growing. Excellent, man. 200 likes. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Let's get it. Here on Disney, beautiful drop this morning, down 7.5. Megan in our YouTube chat did mention this gap looks very sexy, and yes, it does. So we'll see if it holds it here, it could be nice. If it drops here and it goes lower, it could be great. Either way, there is a play here, I think, on Disney today. So it's going to be on my list, and I love the volume. 3.7 million shares traded right now, so that is awesome volume for Disney. 109.81 is a level towards the top. I'm going to move. We have this 105.92 right here. It's the last area of support before we have this big old gap down or gap up at that time, and we'll see where that goes from there. Towards the top, you have plenty highs and lows of the last two trading days, doing an amazing job. Do not need to add anything else. If we lose this 505 and we start heading towards this gap Obviously, this gap down, gap up started on 99.32. We'll put one there. But let's see, anything in between here? Yes, there is. So if we go back to the left, and we head right over a bit more if we can. There we go. Right in here, there are some levels that we definitely should mark down. So right over here, I'm gonna get right in this area. There we go. So yeah, we do have an area at 102.42. I think it's a great area. Look at the change in direction we have on here. That is worth having there. So yeah, I like Disney this morning. I like the gap down and the daily here today. Let's go to PLTR, another one that is blowing up this morning as far as volume, 9.4 million shares traded. It is down 12.4 this morning, high, low of the pre-market. About to be tested now. It's 22.02. We're heading right to that 22.08. But a lot of bids sitting here at 22.05. So man, this looks like it's gonna get pulled down pretty quickly. Volume is nice on there. A lot of liquidity this morning in the pre-market. Below that, if we were to drop back below that level, 21.33 is a good one, and also down over on 20.50, maybe a little bit higher, 26.59. You do have an area there towards the top. Look how clean these highs and lows for the last 2 trading days are. So don't need to really add anything. The previous day closed all the way up, man. What a change on PLTR. We had a great gap up, beautiful strength into 25.31, and then slamming right back down to 22 this morning. So that has not been fun for that ticker, as you can see there. All right, let's head over to Tesla. Tesla this morning, we are looking at the gap down of 1.8 this morning. So we'll slam one there at a 179.42, still over pre-market. Volume right now, 1.8 million shares traded. So that it's got good volume at the moment. Towards the top, above the pre-market highs, we're looking at above the previous day close. Pre-market high is 185.30. So another level there. And once you do that, I think you're set. You're just kind of stuck in this range, right? This range, we capped up here. We did very well, kind of coming out of 140. Can't believe Tesla was at 140. And we're just kind of hanging out here. So let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Should be very, very interesting. Elon is making a couple of interviews. He was talking about AI yesterday, but did not mention Tesla at all. Did not say one word about Tesla. So the conversation going to other avenues so that he's interested in. But we'll see what Tesla does today. Looking at Apple this morning, it is up 1.1, 2.4 million shares traded. Remember their event at 10 a.m. today. We'll see if the stock can move or do anything fun. 83.99 is the high of the pre-market. The low is slamming down at 182.47. So I'll put a level there as well. And then you're surrounded by the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days. And for this event, all we want to hear is AI. Mention AI just 3 or 4 times. And either AI or Taylor Swift. You mentioned Taylor Swift, you're partnering with her, you will crush it. I guarantee you.
Carlos, we haven't got our Taylor Swift mentions in a couple of weeks here. That's
did you hear about this?
We even mentioned it. So
she's starting her Europe tour, and the concert, the place she picked by Paris somewhere, is 40,000 already sold out. It is almost more than the Olympics are happening there. So we should go long on the Europe economy. We should go long on the Europe economy because it's probably going to go up drastically. And a lot of Americans flying over there too. So let's go Taylor Swift, man. I'm gonna become a Swiftie.
More about it than I would have thought, Carlos. So
I'm gonna become a Swiftie. Right. On Friday, I'm gonna wear my Swiftie shirt. I guarantee you that.
Are you?
Oh yeah, let's do it, Peter. Me and you. I don't have one. I gotta order one.
I'll have to go find one. I'm sure that can't be too hard.
Let's make it happen. All right, friends. Andrew and Brian up next. Let's take a quick look at our moderators list, then we'll switch over to them. They're going to take you through the market open. Here in our moderators list, we have Lenny. Lenny coming in with PLTR, Rivian, D-Dog, Disney, and Google, Thor, Apple, overall market spies in the Qs, futures as well. Andrew is going to be looking at PLTR, Rivian, D-Dog looks good today. I have that on my list also. Disney, very similar to what Lenny's watching there. And usual suspects, AMD, of course, NVIDIA, Tesla, and Apple on our list today. Eamon does not like anything. Potential play on Disney, so he'll be looking at that. Pierre is going to be looking at Disney, Apple, PLTR, and NVIDIA. Phil, Apple, Tesla, AMD, and Amazon and Disney there. Jared this morning, Rivian, Disney, POTR, and secondary list MRNA. Mike likes Amazon today alongside Disney. Everybody has Disney. It just looks that good, right? So, common theme here. Everybody has Disney on their list. It's gonna be awesome today, I hope. Megan, POTR, and Disney. No IPOs, no SPACs for today. Avi will be looking at the SPY, watching 517 and 516 levels on the overall market there. And Peter, your list: AMD, Amazon, Apple. The secondary one: POTR, Disney, and Rivian. And our good buddy Brian looking at Tesla, Nvidia, POTR, Rivian, and Disney as well. So I like the list this morning, man. Very excited, very hype, ready to go as we get this beautiful list rocking and rolling here. So awesome.
Sounds good. Yeah,
Peter.
I'm hoping. Yeah, I said yesterday wasn't a great day for trading for me. I'm hoping there's lots of targets today. I'm looking forward to it. So targets, Carlos, did we give ourselves two homework assignments from this? We have to go find a Celsius drink that we can each try one tomorrow morning.
Yes,
So,
let's do it. Let's get a
okay,
drink tomorrow morning.
and then apparently I've
Yeah.
got to find a Taylor Swift shirt somewhere that will fit me, so we can. We're putting our Swifty here on Friday. That was your challenge, was it? So.
We'll definitely do both. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, man.
Friends,
Okay.
I got Brian and Andrew here. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. All right. So off to you guys. Just want to do a sound check. First time we're doing it this way. Andrew, can you hear us okay?
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Oh, perfect. And Brian? Brian, we're good to go. All right.
Awesome.
Excellent. All right, it just takes me a little bit to get Andrew's screen up here, and we'll be good to go, guys. Stay safe. We'll be in chat if you guys need us. We'll be there answering questions.
Good morning. Well, congratulations. Great job, Carlos. We're going to actually improve the quality of YouTube right now, plus the chat room. So Carlos is doing it. He's trying to do the best. Thanks, Carlos. Really good. Congratulations. We have... really, what a great day. So many stocks in play. PLTR down 12%. Rivian is up 9%. Disney down 7%. Peloton is down 20%. Great day. Brian, what are you looking at? I didn't hear Brian. Yeah, so no volume from Brian right now until Brian figure this thing out. Brian, no, I cannot hear Brian. You guys can hear me? You guys can hear Andrew? Because I can't hear Brian. Okay, good. So now it's going to be fun. Brian, I think you should not come into the chat room. You should talk to Remix. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulty. Let me get Carlos here because I can't hear Brian.
Yeah, I'm here, and we heard him when he first came on.
I think what he did was he came through the chat room directly, Carlos. Brian, are you sure your vMix is not mute?
All right, I'll call Brian.
Yeah, call Brian because if he comes directly to the chat room, we can hear him. But when we get an echo, um, sorry guys. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky to do it both in the chat room and in YouTube Live. We're gonna fix it. I do apologize for that. So the tricky part is that we have to log into the vMix platform, which is the external platform, and then Carlos stream us into this. And yeah, that would create a little bit of a lag, but we will fix it. Just give us a little bit of a time. We will fix it. But the trading wise, I think is amazing right now. Exactly, growing pain. Thanks, Pop. I don't know why Tesla gapped down, but Disney's had the earning and could be a good opening range breakdown. It's very interesting. The gap fill that Jared loves at 106 is a potential to go there toward that. If you want to go back up, 109 is a good level on Disney. You can see on my screen. Rivian could be a good, very nice opening range breakup if you can get a good entry near the VWAP at 1111. I'll look into that as well. So Rivian is something that I really like. Disney is also something that I really like. Peloton is a lower price now, $4. This stock is used to be like, Jesus, $180 and now $4. Man, damn it. So Peloton garbage, it's gapping up 20%. D-Dog, this one was also gapping down, but now it's actually running up. So I don't know, as long as it's above the VWAP, I don't really like to mess around with it for short. Board has to buy Rivian. I think eventually, like Lucid also, I think eventually Lucid is gonna, shit, this one is down another 8%. Lucid, I think, is also eventually will be bought by another car company, I think. Amazon all-time high. Oh yeah, Amazon is at all-time high. That's very good, Kathy. You're right. Amazon is probably gonna go to an all-time high at 189.70.
Can you hear
Hey
me now?
Brian, I can hear you.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
cool. All right.
Perfect. I can hear you now.
All right.
Awesome.
Let's see what.
People in the chat room can hear you. Guys, can you hear me, Brian? Nice, perfect. So we are having this. Perfect. Few minutes to the open, Brian. Really, really good trading watch list. I think there's a lot of pops on down. What's your watch list? We lost Brian again. Anyways, Tesla is popping up above the VWAP. Brian is gone. Carlos, Brian now. Carlos, we don't hear Brian again.
He was a good man.
He was a
We
good
lost
man.
Brian.
He did his best.
He did his best.
He fight all the way to the last.
All right. Well, let's try again.
Oh, perfect. There you go.
Okay.
Awesome.
And Brian, make
Brian,
sure
what's
you
your
mute the
favorite
chat
watch list?
room as well. Mute the chat room, okay?
I'm not on the chat room. That seems to be as soon as I try to start the chat room, it kicks me off.
Got it. Okay.
Because I just tried to start the chat room, and then like I said, it just all of a sudden Andrew said, "I can't hear you now."
Even when the chat room is mute? Interesting.
Well, I just tried. I didn't even start the chat room. Yeah, just
Good. Well, let's not do it for now. And
okay.
thank you.
I went to the page where it said enter the chat room, and I got kicked, and you couldn't hear me. It's kind of weird.
All right. So, but right now everybody is hearing you both in YouTube and in
Yeah.
the chat
All right.
room.
We'll figure this out
Awesome.
a little
Later. Yeah.
later.
Thanks.
Tesla's popping up a bit here.
Yeah.
That's not good because I've bought I bought 185 puts yesterday.
So you bought puts. That's good for you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, yeah, but it's popping up right now. Here we go. We're at the open, and let's just see what opportunities come here.
All right. So let's see what the volume is. I'm looking for volume. Disney has some nice volume. Order flow on Disney is interesting. Tesla always has good volume. Rivian also has good volume.
Rivian's dropping a bit here. Let's see what it does.
Disney, Tesla. What else is good? Anyone?
Tesla's popping. PLTR is popping. Let's see. PLTR is still below the VWAP here.
LTR. Rivian surprisingly is below the VWAP.
I'm short PLTR. It's kind of playing it as a rising devil.
Level, huh?
Let's see.
Spice. Wow, Spice
22,
popping
20,
up.
22, 25. Let's see. Can
Wow,
drop
Nvidia
here.
is
Wow, Rivian is really dropping.
Nvidia is interesting. 1 minute range breakup. Should I go long in Nvidia? No. What about AMD? AMD is interesting.
I'm stopping out of
PLTR is
PLTR.
popping up. I'm gonna get long on
Yeah.
PLTR for I got the
I'm not. Yeah.
squeeze. Gonna get a long on PLTR now. Squeeze above the VWAP 2240. Let's pop up to. Let's see. Even though it's gapping down, but is now squeezing above the VWAP. Looks like a shorter squeeze. Let's see if you can get through 2250.
Yeah. It
Wow,
squeezed Jared. It squeezed Jared out of his trade after hours.
2250. I'm long heavy size on that PLTR, getting out to 2255. That's really good. I have a very big size on it. Let's see, 2250. Oh, beautiful. Nice. So even though it's gapping down, it is a really nice squeeze up. Oh, beautiful. I'm heavy size guys on it. That was a very, very nice squeeze, PLTR. So let's see if you can actually go up to a little bit higher. But again, PLTR is 10, 20 cents is really good on it. You can't expect this one to pop up immediately to 24.
No. Wow, Rivian.
So my average is 20, 20, 40. Let's see if you can, doesn't stop me out. 20 to 90 would be a level. I don't know if it gets to immediately. Rivian is setting off nicely. Oh, beautiful PLTR. This is a nice short squeeze. Very nice. 2270, guys. I'm partialing out a little bit. Took very big size on it. Disney is struggling. What about Peloton? Peloton is garbage. Lucid is garbage. Amazon is going toward all-time high. Yeah. Apple, Nvidia rejected the highs. Tesla turned out to be short. Interesting. I have 21,000 shares of PLTR still left, guys. So, anyone took PLTR? No.
Right now, I'm just short Rivian, and I flipped my position with you on PLTR.
Yeah. So we did all together squeeze Jared and Brian.
Well, fortunately, I got out and flipped my position, so I'm kind of flat on PLTR now.
Let's
And
see.
just
PLTR is a little
covering.
bit tricky. So it might have stopped me out. Again, I don't think it's going to go to 23, but I don't think it's going to be that easily going to 23.
Just
Again, this is a perfect
covered
example of
the
a stock is gapping down, but it turned out to be a really nice squeeze above the VWAP. Definitely in play.
I
User
covered some
super
Rivian.
strong.
Covered my Rivian on that drop back down to R4.
Brian, your Tesla is dropping, so be happy.
That's good. I'm my puts. What are my puts trading at now?
NVIDIA is coming back up, guys. So I'm going to get a long on NVIDIA 910. Small size, I might add more if it holds the VWAP. So 910, I'm in NVIDIA. 911 to be accurate. Small size, let's see. All right, so all right, PLTR, I'm going to get a stopped out on it. I told you
Yeah, I'm
PLTR is
flat.
going to be very.
Yeah, I'm flat on everything right now. No positions.
Let's see if NVIDIA stop me out or not. Again, if it holds above the VWAP, I might add more, but we'll see right now. Tesla is getting destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tesla
Tesla's
is
got
really getting.
there's a lot of bids to the downside on Tesla. Orders that they want to fill here. I'm just looking at Bookmap right now.
All right, so NVIDIA is coming up. Let's see, potentially add on it. Potentially add on it. I added a little bit more on it. Let's see if we can break the high of the day. I don't think
NVIDIA.
it's a great trade because it's a little bit messy, but oh, there you go. Popped off NVIDIA, guys, 915. Partially out, nice, 915, very nice, 916. Guys, 600 shares left.
So I'm short. I'm
That turned
short
out to be nice.
Tesla because it's coming down here through some of these orders.
Jesus, EVs are getting destroyed. Tesla and Rivian. I might actually add more on NVIDIA here back at 915. Let's see.
Just covering some Tesla here at 40, 179.40. There's a lot more liquidity down here. Might bounce here. There's a big pool of liquidity at 179. It's going to bounce here a bit.
Tesla. So I added more on my NVIDIA at 915. Let's see if we can get another breakout on NVIDIA. Nice. Let's see. Come on, 915 and breakout. Although, again, NVIDIA is gapping down a little bit. It doesn't seem to me a super in play today, but I'm hopeful to get the breakout. Nice. We did. Very nice, guys. Are you in this with me? Come on, 918. Yeah, one more. Then I partial. What do we have? Green, red to green is the next one. Let's see if you can get that red to green. We're doing pretty much nothing. Huh?
I'm selling some of my NVIDIA puts from yesterday, $5.
So I'm losing my
Yeah,
hope on NVIDIA.
Paris would be upset with me for shorting NVIDIA or shorting Tesla.
All right, so I'm kind of losing my hope on NVIDIA. It doesn't seem that it wants to do something useful.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's in play like it was yesterday.
Definitely. And as you see, you can also say that because it's gapping pretty much nothing, like 0.8% is kind of normal in NVDA. I should have partial out completely. I kind of think that it's not going to do anything. Unless the market starts rallying, NVIDIA is going to go up. But right now, it seems to me is not super in place. So, and again, you can see it's not gapping up or down that much like PLTR or Tesla. So, slow.
See what the Qs are doing. I haven't seen the squeeze back.
PLTR
Kind of
doing?
expecting this.
Shit, PLTR got taken down. NVDA, I think I'm going to get a stop out on NVDA for a loss.
Just adding back to on my short on Tesla, 180.50.
Yeah, that sounds like a good trade, short Tesla. All right, NVIDIA, I think I'm going to get a stop out on it. I'm at the loss actually now.
We're at the VWAP and the 9 EMA, so if I get squeezed above there, I'll be out of Tesla. There's a bit of an ask there.
Spies going up, shoes are going up. Market is recovering a little bit, so let's see.
Yeah, Disney's bouncing.
Google, what's Google doing? Yeah, Google is on there. Shit, NVIDIA is not doing anything. I'm getting a stop out on NVIDIA, guys. I'm all out of NVIDIA. Actually, I'm at the loss on NVIDIA because, yeah, I didn't properly manage my trade. AMD, what's AMD doing? AMD was also a very nice pop. Rejected the 157.67 and now it's going down. SPY had a really nice pop at the open. It's PLTR doing. PLTR broke the low of the day.
Yeah, Rivian came right back down to yesterday's high. I might have to get stopped out of here at Tesla on this. Does look like it's wanting to move higher. We'll see. Still slightly below the VWAP.
Let's find another trade. Disney, don't know about it. Tesla, not sure about it. Yes, what did you do? Shorted Rivian. Nice short. Disney's coming off. Interesting. I'm gonna get a long on Disney, 107.38. I'm gonna get a long on Disney. That looks like an engulfing. Again, even though these guys are even though these guys are gapping down, but there is a potential on it if there is an overreaction on it. Let's see if we can get to 108.50. There's moving average on 1 minute chart. Let's see if we can go to 108. Yeah. 108.50, there's a moving average on 5 minute chart that could be nice, and see if you can hold above the VWAP. Again, a lot of people might ask, this one is gapping down. Why do you go long? Is that, you're crossing the VWAP and 5 minute looks like an engulfing. If it holds, that could be a good long. It might actually not hold it, but we'll see. Market SPY's holding at VWAP.
Okay, let's see what Tesla does here. I'm still short. See if it makes a new low here.
CROX, somebody mentioned.
There's still a fair amount of liquidity down at 180 and below.
Disney. When I had a limit of Disney here, 107.24. NVIDIA might come back up again one more time.
This is covered some at 180.40. Kind of reduce my size here on Tesla. This book map kind of kept me in this trade because there still is a lot of liquidity down and at lower prices here.
Jared, what do you think, Jared, about Disney? Are you long or short? Disney's unclear, huh? I mean, long in there.
I'm just going to cover some more here at 180.10. 180.15, I got to fill.
Still waiting to see what Disney's doing.
I'm all out of Tesla. I'm not liking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of Disney as well. So I'm getting stopped out on Disney, guys, with the loss. This thing is not going up above the weekday. Unless it comes back up. Apple was super strong.
Still looks like a short to me.
What is looking short to you?
Tesla.
Tesla. Disney was short. Yeah, Disney. I think it really didn't do anything above the VWAP. So I'm back long on NVIDIA. Let's see, NVIDIA is going to go. Market is going up. I'm back long NVIDIA. I got a partial feed on it at 912. Let's see if NVIDIA is going to go up. Okay, now I got filled more. Come on. Okay, let's see. SPY is going up.
I'm back short at 180.40.
On Tesla, huh?
Yeah.
Brian is back short and back long on NVIDIA. Let's see. On NVIDIA, if you can go up, market is going up. Qs are going up. I think it's Qs are going up because Apple is leading the charge.
All right, just covered some through 180.
NEO. It's popping up. Apple is very strong.
I just covered some more, 179.80.
Rivian went red. Can you believe that? Wow.
Yeah. Well, has it gone red? I know it's lost yesterday's high. Diddly-doo. Come on, Tesla. Drop like a stone.
NVIDIA is still below the VWAP. I think NVIDIA, the long is a bad trade. See if I can get out of it at the break even. Yeah, it was a bad trade.
NVIDIA is just
going to go red. Yeah, it's super choppy. It's not in play. It was a mistake trading it. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of NVIDIA, guys. Stop that for another loss. Yeah, NVIDIA it was not really in play. I should have stayed away from it. So it's getting destroyed. Qs are dropping. Apple SPY is dropping. Ooh, wow, NVIDIA. Damn, I'm lucky I got out of it.
Yeah, wow. That was a big drop. Come on. I know you're going to flush.
Your Tesla is going to go down probably.
Yeah.
NVIDIA on a daily chart. Yeah, it doesn't have really anything in daily chart. Yeah, NVIDIA is super weak now. Oh my God, it's getting destroyed.
Wow. What a big drop on NVIDIA. Qs took a big drop. SPY took a bit of a drop there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's no news right now, is it? Is there any news? No, I don't think there's any news.
No. We might have some Fed heads talking. I'm not sure what the timing on that is. Oh, here we go. Covering just going to just going to cover a little more here at 179.30. Wow. Oh, nice.
So Q's been red.
Oh, beauty.
Wow, this guy's really destroying.
Get covered some
very
more.
Nice. Paris, what did you trade? Tesla? Oh, NVIDIA, yeah. Paris traded exactly opposite of me. That's absolutely nice.
NVIDIA came bouncing back there.
I had two losses, guys, two bad losses. So I'm red for the day. I sold my TNA completely, so I made some profit on that. Is Amazon doing broke all-time high? No, rejected that. Meta. SPY all-time high 524. We're closed there.
I'm just selling some more puts that I bought on Tesla. Guys, if you're interested in options trading, I've got a book out, How to Trade Options. So if you want to check that out, it's on Amazon. It's all some of the strategies that I use.
I'm going to go back long on Disney. This Disney is holding this. I'm going to go back long and see if Disney can potentially 106.75. I want to go there, put a stop loss below 106.38. Let's see if Disney wants to go back up. Yeah, Vivi Paris took a really nice short on NVIDIA. Yeah, it's very, very nice. I'm back long on Disney. I want to see if Disney can do a pop. It looks like it's holding. I put a stop loss below 106.38 in this area. If it goes above the VWAP, it's gonna probably go toward 108 if it can hold it. Market is pretty much flat. User flat, SPY is up a little bit. IW1 by a little bit. Brian,
Yeah,
contracts
really
depending.
just,
I think Brian, you trade about 10, 20 contracts, huh? Is that your normal share size?
yeah, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, yeah. I don't trade huge size. Again, it really depends on the risk that I'm taking. With buying and selling, well, with buying options, either puts or calls, you're basically risking whatever you're investing. That's your maximum loss. It should never be your actual loss, but it is your maximum loss. When you're selling these options contracts, then it's like shorting. You have or more unlimited upside and downside, or unlimited downside, I should say. Yeah, so Tesla's kind of moving, or Nvidia's kind of popping up now.
Nvidia, yeah, the bounce back from the yesterday low. Let's see
There's
what.
not a
Yeah,
there's not a lot of liquidity
SPY is
driving
slowly
this.
grinding up. So Disney is struggling. Disney might be a bad trade too. This one that I took. Let's see.
I think the challenge with Disney is it's a NYSE stock. So
Yeah, it's nice stock. Eventually, it's gonna go down or up. I don't think it's gonna stay like this forever. Because this is when the stocks are gapping down like that. Eventually, they have to find a direction. So already tried to go down a few times, it couldn't. So, but there is a potential to try to go up to 108. So that's why I'm taking this trade to the long side. So Anton, the bullish engulfing cracks are very good. The problem with that strategy is it doesn't happen all the time. So yeah, you need to have a trade book that has a little bit more consistency in showing up. If you trade only engulfing, then you might actually trade once a week or twice a week, which is not bad if you know go all in on that. But the problem is these engulfing cracks are not really happening all the time. All right, so Disney looks like it wants to go up. All right, so Disney's going up. Come on, Disney. 107.50. Come on, go up about the relap. 108 would be nice. I'm gonna add a little bit more on Disney here. Let's see if we can actually go up to 108.
I'm short Nvidia puts, or I'm long. I should say I'm long Nvidia puts. I'm short Nvidia with puts.
So you're short video, huh?
I just covered some. Again, it was just showing liquidity. There was liquidity down around 895, which is pretty close to S4. So I just a nice little scalp on that. There's another pool of liquidity here around 890. I think we're going there on
Nice
Nvidia.
short on Nvidia. Very nice.
Yeah.
Damn, Disney stopped me out again. This one is not really trying to go up.
It's just chopping around. The Qs and
Yeah,
the
it's bad.
SPY are looking a little weak.
Yeah, so I understand that Disney is gapping down. And, like PLTR that we scalped right at the open was also gap down. But sometimes these gap downs are squeezed back up. So the goal was to do this. Um, Still, there is a potential for Disney, but, probably you're going to stop me out. So my stop loss is at 106.50. Let's see. VDA, Mountain Pass. NVIDIA looks like more like a double bottom here now, holding this 893. But again, NVIDIA is also not super in play, like kind of an inside bar. These are what we call them inside bar. So it trades within the range of the previous day. So these inside bars are usually very tricky. They're often not in play, just algos are trading them. So if it breaks below or above, then you get more volatility on that. But when it's inside, it's really not. Right, market is rolling over. I'm still long on Disney, but let's see what is going to do. Disney really hold this gap feel like, Jared loves these gaps. Below this, February 23rd, 2024, this is the bottom of this gap. So it looks like it's holding 105.82.
Tesla is still leaking lower here, guys. So just some more liquidity here, 178. I think we're going to go there next. There's just nothing to the upside. Nobody putting in orders. No big commitments.
All right, I'm getting out of Disney. Disney was a bad trade. Getting a stop down on Disney again. Pretty bad loss day. Congratulations to me.
It's kind of a chop. It's just a choppy day. It's not. It's not like yesterday was. There was so many clean moves on some
Great.
stocks. Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday was great. Amazon is gonna break the all-time high, I think. It looks like it's really hold.
Yeah. Amazon. You have to look at who's going to win the AI revolution. It's going to be the guys that have all the data. Amazon, Google, or Alphabet, I guess, and Meta. They're the ones that have the data to build these LLMs. They're going to take over the world.
And it's pretty scary. Let's not think about it. Tesla is £6.
Thinking of
I
adding
had a pretty
to
bad
my
day,
short.
guys. Really heavily red.
Thinking of adding to my short here again on Tesla.
AMD is coming up. No.
Okay, I'm back. I'm added back short on Nvidia or Tesla, I should say. Sorry, at 179. And cover some here at 178.60.
Disney is going downward. So that long was I don't know why. I gotta change my mushroom source because this one doesn't work. Yeah, I'm pretty bad for the day, guys. I had a $23,000 loss on Disney. I had a $6,000 loss on Nvidia. PLTR was good. I also had a swing position of TNA that I sold. So I'm total. I'm like $6,000-7,000 down. The TNA was good when I actually sold my position. So not doing good in terms of day trading. It's just I got it wrong completely.
Added back on Tesla again at 179.
For short?
Yep. I still see this big order here at 178.
Gene, nice trade on Tesla. I should have shorted Tesla with you when it bounced back to VWAP. I don't know, what am I thinking? TMF.
Yeah. It did push a little bit above the VWAP. That's kind of, I really broke a rule and held to that. Because I could tell by the orders. I could tell by the orders on the downside. Yeah, the treasuries are, treasury bonds prices are up, which means yields are down.
LTR is driving everybody crazy.
Yeah, and Disney, same thing. Disney, I think they're just playing around with it, the market makers at NYSE. Okay, I'm going to cover some
the longer
again
that
here.
Stays here. I think the longer that
stays
here is going to...
here at 178.50 on Tesla. I still think we got 178.
Yeah, it's going to go to 178 Tesla.
Cushion, yeah.
Wow, beautiful. I think Tesla is going to go to 178.
Oh, here we go.
Beautiful.
Yes. Just let's take a partial here at 25, 178.25.
Tesla. Apple, TQQ. What is Amazon doing? Did Amazon? No, Amazon also doesn't have enough momentum to go to break the all-time high. Yeah, Amazon doesn't have momentum. Market definitely doesn't have momentum to go upside.
There's definitely a bid right now under the market. I mean, they're not letting it drop. All the indexes are green. The Qs are teetering on the edge. Okay, here we go. Here comes Tesla. We're going to 178 now.
Is there any specific news on Tesla? That's why it's setting off, or no?
I don't know. It might be trading with Rivian. I'm really not sure. But Rivian was gapping up, so you would think Tesla, if there was good news on the EV market, Tesla might be a beneficiary, unless they were thinking Rivian was stealing business from them. But I don't know. I took some puts. I bought some puts just because the daily chart on Tesla was looking a little dicey. So really, it was
what's
the short term.
What expiry and what time? What expiry and what?
They literally were expiring at the end of the week. So I had to get a pretty decent move on them before, by today, because the time value of them was going to erode very quickly. So it's difficult to short a stock like Tesla because it's just it's a meme stock, right? It's it's a cult stock.
Yeah, it's a cult stock. I think Abdul mentioned that also in the YouTube. People say that their sales in China are down, so 18%. So
Oh, okay.
does impact.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean BYD is really taken the EV market away from Tesla in China, or at least they're certainly eating some of their lunch for sure.
What is Peloton doing? Peloton was up, but how did it trade? Garbage.
Yeah, it's really what is it, a $2 stock now?
$4. Can you believe that?
$4. Yeah, what was it? What was the high on Peloton? God, it was like, remember it was
160, 180, I think.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
180.
remember the pandemic.
Billions of dollars made by some people.
Yeah, some people made out. Okay, here we go. This is the one. This is where we're going to 178. Come on. Come on, Tesla. Fill those orders down there. Yeah, guys, the level 2, when you see big orders below, sometimes people think, oh, that's going to be support. Well, it's areas where the stocks often gravitate to. So maybe it's 178 still there, but we're squeezing now. So now it's through the 9 EMA, a 2-minute chart. Still think it's probably going to go there, but Tesla could do a big squeeze here.
Tesla hold 178.25, which is what's that level coming from? It's 2 days ago low. Of course, yeah. So you're
Possibly.
gonna show your losses. I think people will learn more from seeing our losses than seeing our wins. Like I have no insecurity within me that to show only wins. Like I'm a pretty good trader in my opinion so far. So I don't really need to prove anything to anybody. So yeah, you got to see the losses. Disney, see the loss. You can see my screen: $23,000 loss, NVIDIA loss. TLTR was good, but TNA. If there wasn't this for TNA swing, I would have been this one. Sorry, I would have been really, really bad deep, like in red. Which is okay. It's part of trading. I mean, the day hasn't ended yet. It's unlikely that I can take another good trade, but the day hasn't ended yet. But that's the reality of trading, guys. It's the reality of trading. The 90%, 95% accuracy is a fantasy, wishful thinking. 50% accuracy is reasonable. And if you manage your risk, you're going to be generating wealth, a lot of it in the long term. So 50%, 60% accuracy is something that you can expect. If anyone says a system that works 90%, wishful thinking.
I added back to my short here on Tesla, 179.25. It's kind of doing a 920, what we call a 920, which is it's gone through the 9.
Side,
We're
yeah.
touching the 20 now. So I'm just seeing if we get this. See if we get a pullback here now. I'm kind of fighting the Qs here.
Oh, Clear trying to pop up. SPY is
Yeah.
trying to pop up. WM back up, huh? Maybe I should have held my TNA. Tesla.
I'm holding some MIDU.
MIUD, what is that?
That's the mid cap ETFs.
I'm going to take another long on Disney. Should be dead, but I think Disney has something in it. I'm going to take another long on Disney. 106.83. Let's see if we can go this time. The longer it stays below the VWAP, I think it's more likely that pops up, because if you really wanted to sell off, it would have sell off by now. Let's see. Might be a bad decision. It is also super flat at 900.
Yeah, it's not doing anything now. Might move up. But I'm looking for Tesla to flush again here. I don't know if it's going to do. If it's kind of finished its move, maybe it's going to squeeze. If it goes above the VWAP, or if it goes above the 20 EMA, I'm going to have to bail on it because it'll go to the VWAP then.
Let's go on Disney. How am I an idiot touching this Disney?
Yeah, I think Disney's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an idiot to train this Disney. Why am I? Today is not my day, guys. All right, I'm getting a stop that on Disney. 640. Yeah. Wow. P-Dog, P-Con. Brian, Lucid is at $2.
Yeah. Amazing, eh? Okay, this is where I want to see some see Tesla start to drop again. Now there's somebody coming in and buying this thing at this level. Spending a fair amount of time right around this 179.20.
Tesla bounce back.
Come on,
Very
lose that
bad day for me, guys.
179.
Very bad day so far for me.
Here we go. Come on. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Just cover some at 178.70. That was actually a 920. That trade we called a 920. It's a 2-minute chart, the 9 EMA and the 20 EMA. So when you get a stock that's either going up or down following the 9 EMA, when it does finally break and go through the 9 EMA, it'll come up usually and get to the 20, and then it'll reject from there. So So I keep my 9 and 20 EMAs on my chart. Usually happens right around 10:10, 10:15.
For 920, yeah. So you did it on Tesla, huh?
Yeah, but it's not going to go
Yeah.
to low of day. I think there's a what Paris calls it. Looks like there's a held bid around 179. Now it seems like people are trying to buy this.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I am not doing good, guys.
Okay, I'm all out of Tesla. It's going to go test the VWAP now, actually, which is up around 180.
Nvidia is heading down too. Market has no momentum to the upside, that's for sure. Oh yeah, Nvidia.
Just had a big.
Paris said what 170. Paris, you gotta have a really good day, huh? Nvidia is getting destroyed.
Oh, maybe we aren't going to get to 180 on Tesla.
I gotta
We're
take a
definitely
quick break,
20.
guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. Take a quick break.
Tesla's struggling. Oh, there he goes. There it goes. Yeah, it's going to go. It's going to break through the 20 now. I think this 20 EMA, maybe. It's got some overhead resistance at 179.30. Right, it just keeps rejecting off that 20 EMA. There are a few orders building to the top side on Tesla. Nvidia's coming back. The Q's coming back a bit. Tesla may actually be heading back down to one. It's going to maybe go back down to this liquidity level at 178. All right. Well, SPY has been chop, chop, chop today. Disney, chop, chop. We did get some clean moves from some semi-clean moves from Tesla, from NVIDIA. PLTR is literally just grinding lower, slowly but surely. Disney does have some more levels to hit to the downside here, through some 105 levels, 105.70, 105.50, 30, and then 105. Not sure. I'm probably not gonna take that trade, but it does look like Disney has some more downside. Right now, there's Tesla just has this fight between buyers and sellers. Maybe the sellers are gonna step aside here. Yeah, there's Tesla. Tesla's got this bid at 180, right near the VWAP. Sometimes when you just see, like, there's let's see, about 10 minutes of the fight between buyers and sellers on Tesla. There were people that were it was about what is it, 179.25, and 179 was the held bid. They just fought back and forth. Eventually, the buyers took control.
All right, guys, back to misery. Tesla popped back up.
Yeah. Kind of felt like there was a fight going on there, and there's still some big bids down at 178, but right now we're challenging the VWAP. This is the kind of thing where, Tesla is just like, it's a shit. Disney, I knew Disney was going to drop here.
Yeah, Disney, that was a very, very bad trade for me. Very bad trade.
Disney's got bids down to 105.
AMD. Yeah, I don't know. AMD, I don't trust even AMD for the breakout. I don't trust anything. Yeah. Even the ones that they were really, I mean, the best trade I think NVIDIA was NVIDIA short and Tesla short, which Brian got, and Paris. Jared, what did you trade? Not a good day for me, guys. As a matter of fact, a horrible day. He bounced back from this 890 level. What time is it? 10:30. So not a great trading day, guys. For YouTube, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. So I had a serious loss today. Disney 33,000, Nvidia 6,000, PLTR was 13,000 gain, but total was very heavy loss. I had this TNA position, which is a leverage ETF for IWM, that it was good, but I got out of it completely. I wish I was actually holding it because now it keep going up. So Carlos, I think we're getting into that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna do the recap for the losing trade. I really appreciate that, guys. If you subscribe to my channel, almost 1,300 to get our plug together as a YouTube community. So it means a lot to me if you support, guys. See you tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do the recap for the losses. Now Brian and I can both of us switch and go to the chat room, and we can actually share the screen.
Okay.
To break it from that. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Carlos, for everything.
Great. Thanks.